Welcome to today's mental health snippet. My name is Janet Surum Kiplagat, and welcome to the month of June. We thank God for the grace in this month, and we know that we're going to emerge victorious. Now, this month is the post-traumatic stress disorder awareness month, and it is also the men's health. It's also the men's health month. So basically, we are focusing on understanding PTSD, and also we are focusing on our men and making sure that they are mentally healthy. So today, I'd like to just make a basic introduction about the post-traumatic stress disorder, and I want us to come up with an understanding of how this post-traumatic stress disorder comes about. What are the risk factors that make someone more vulnerable to PTSD? And I would do that by listing why am I doing this, so that we can also take a focus on the journey of our life and understand that the things that we went through may have affected how we deal with issues, and also may have affected our predisposition to mental illnesses. So the first risk factor to PTSD is a person who has a lived experience of a dangerous event, a traumatic event, like a war, like sexual abuse, assault, physical abuse. Those are what we call traumatic experiences and dangerous events. If you witnessed a war, and we can attest to that, because we have in Kenya now, we have most children who are in high school now are the ones who experience they experience the post-election violence, and I can tell you for sure that is a risk factor for PTSD. So that is one of the things that predispose us to PTSD. The second thing is getting hurt often. Like you lived all your life getting hurt for different reasons. Of course, the reasons are valid. You lived your life experiencing pain. That also predisposes you to PTSD. And the third thing is living a life that has little or no social support. You walk through your things, there's no support. You paid your fee through you struggled through primary school, high school, in the university or college or whatever. You struggled and you're still struggling. That predisposes you. Every one of us needs help, either from the people who are related to us, or even friends. Sometimes even a friend listening to you, that is a form of support. So receiving little or no social support is also predisposes us to PTSD. Another thing also is childhood trauma. Maybe you were raised by a caregiver who never paid attention to your needs, someone who never cared about how you feel, someone who was not attentive to your needs, right from the needs of toilet training, changing our diapers, those very small things, changing our diapers, responding to our cries for help. You want to be cuddled, but the caregiver cannot cuddle you. To children, those are traumatic experiences, and they make a child have more risk for this PTSD. Also, if you have any other mental illness, pre-existing mental illness, you are also at a risk for PTSD, because a mental illness by itself is a traumatic experience. So that one also predisposes you. And then if you are a person who's always anxious, you always feel helpless, you always feel hopeless, you always feel empty, and those are the feelings that persist in your mind for most of the time, then you are also at a high risk of PTSD. Now, for some of us, we went through traumatic experiences, and for some, they just recovered well. it was addressed, or for some, they are more resilient than others. But for those who went through experiences that affected them and they did not address them, they did not address the wounds, they did not begin the healing process, then you are more predisposed to PTSD. So basically today I'm saying that in one way or another, we are at risk for PTSD. PTSD is a mental health illness, just like depression and any other. So this month and in the weeks to come, we look at PTSD and we also look at the Men's Health Week. We appreciate our men and want them to know that we care for their mental health, and we got them covered. Mental health is the new wealth. God bless you.